What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of The Basketball Wives, Season 12, Episode 1. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, 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 wonderful Tuesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What is going on, y'all? Now, before we get into anything, let me ask you guys, because I know that we had some issues on the Whether You Like It or Not panel with the static. And some people thought it was really B, some people thought it was me. And I just turned my mic down just a little bit and I tried to, balance the sound. So please let me know right now before we get into anything else in regards to this video. If y'all hear any static, am I clear? Can y'all hear me good? Let me know right now. As I can before I continue on with the video, because I really need to know. Okay, I need to know. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. Everybody says I'm clear. There's no static or anything like that. All right. So need I remind you guys, as we get ready to do this review, do know that T goes live right after me at 7:15. So make sure you guys support the besties in the building. Make sure you support the both of us, okay? He's going live at 7:15 right after me. And another thing that you guys need to get into is this right here. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Tomorrow is the Basketball Wives panel, honey, and it stars myself giving you the real tea, Josiah's World TV, as well as Jamie, that's me. And it will be starting off right here on my channel. So make sure you guys tune in for Basketball Wives chat. Okay, definitely. Me and Jamie talked about this, and we were like, you know what? Let's bring our panel back, because we wasn't sure if we was gonna do roast review again or not. But when Jamie came along and said that she wanted to come back and do this panel again, I was like, cool, let's do that. And I talked to the guys and they were all with it. So we're gonna have Basketball Wives chat on tomorrow right here. Jamie already said that she won't be able to do every single Wednesday, but she'll be here. So we're gonna get into some things with that. I'm really excited because I love working with Jamie, love working with T and JoJo. And, all of us started the Whether You Like It or Not panel. So it's always a great thing when some of us come together and do some more work again. Okay. Y'all know that I start everything at the 5-minute mark. What else is going on? I think that's probably it. I got more videos coming this week. There really ain't a lot of things going on this week, like news wise, gossip wise. It really ain't much stuff going on. So I'm going to try my best to give you guys more videos. I still have the Jennifer and Evelyn video that I intend on doing. I have the Rashida video that I intend on dropping this weekend and all of that other stuff. So I'm going to take out some time because Thursday I don't have the chasing panel. So I'm going to try my best on Thursday to do get some videos done so y'all can have some stuff to watch over the weekend. Okay, so that's what we getting into, y'all. Yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of that. Now we got about 80 people up in here so far. The goal is to always get 100 people within every live, y'all. But this is Basketball Wives, so I'm not really expecting too much this time, because it's Basketball Wives. People don't even be watching Basketball Wives like that. But, I just feel like it's a duty for me to do these reviews because Basketball Wives is the show that blew up my channel. Okay, Basketball Wives pretty much got me where I am today. That was the thing that people watched me for a lot. Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop, the VH1 shows is what everybody will watch me for. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I feel obligated to give you guys this review. However, we're about to go ahead and get into the 5-minute mark. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into last night's episode of Basketball Wives, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now, y'all do know, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb, honey. I don't want nobody calling me. I don't want to be bothered while I'm doing this live, okay? Now, these are all my notes, so we're going to go ahead and get into it, okay? So, we're going to open this thing up with Jen. Okay, we're going to open it up with Jen, y'all. So Jen starts talking about her Paris wedding and how it was a grand thing. It was a beautiful wedding. It was like the best thing that she ever did. One of the best days of her life, honey. That's what she told us. It was one of the best days of her motherfucking life. Okay, that's what she said. Now, she says that It was great. It was amazing. And at the end of the day, all she wants is to be a wife, as if she's never been a wife before. Now, here's the thing. I ain't never been married. Probably ain't gonna ever get married. But here's the thing. Does the feel if you marry, if you because the people that watch me are women, and a lot of y'all are like 35 and up based on my analytics. Okay, this ain't even me guessing this. This is just based off my analytics. Most of the women that watch me are 35 and up, right? So for those of you that's been married or is married or been divorced and got married again, does the feeling of being the wife change when you get married a second time or something like that? Like, does it change? Is it different? Like, do you feel differently about marriage? I just really want to know that, honestly. I want to know, does the feelings change? Like, because she's saying, I just want to be a wife. I just want to be a wife. I just want to be a wife. But she's been a wife already. But I'm guessing this is new because this is a new man involved in her life or something like that. This is somebody that's giving her something different. And this is a man that's younger than her. And she may be really in her happy place. But then again, it's kind of like, are you really in your happy place with all of the baggage that he comes with? Now, let me tell y'all, as a person that has dealt with a lot of guys, especially guys with a lot of baggage, sometimes we feel like we can get with these men that got baggage and we can somehow, some way help them get past the baggage that they have and things like that. Sometimes we feel like we can do that, but we also have to be realistic about these situations and be like, girl, what the fuck do you think you can do to help these men get out of their funks? Because a lot of the times, you know, people people sometimes we just want love, and sometimes we just want a man, and sometimes we meet people where they are. And I'm saying that because that's the thing that I have done. Like, I tried, I can see the barriers, I can see the red flags, but I'll be like, who am I to judge at the end of the day? Like, who am I to judge? Like, who am I to judge somebody based off their past? And who am I to judge because they got a lot of issues? You know what I mean? And a lot of people have issues. I got issues on my own. So that's why I feel like I can't judge a guy that I meet that may have issues or some baggage, because we all got that. But I don't know. When it comes down to Christian, it's always been something not trustworthy about him from the moment she brought him on the show. He just gave scammer. And I really don't know what it is about him that made me think that he was a scammer. But when all these stories about him started coming out, I, for one, was never surprised about these stories coming out about him, because I always felt like he was a damn scammer. I always felt that way. I honestly always felt that way. So it's like, for me, it's like, girl, like, what are you doing? What are you giving? Why are you even playing these games with this little ass boy? Because he's really a young ass boy compared to you, to be quite honest, Jennifer. So as much as I don't like Jennifer, I really want Jennifer to be happy, and I really want her to find a man that really that's her equal. I remember someone telling me that Josiah, thank you. Josiah told me this just yesterday. Me, him, and Sakina and T were having a conversation about me and my woes. And a lot of them feel like you need to find you a man on your level. Like, you're working, you're doing this, you're doing that, you building your life up. You need to find somebody that's on the same time as you and all this other stuff. And I feel like Jennifer hasn't found a man on her level in a long time. I don't really know if Eric was ever on her level, because we didn't get to see a lot of him at all when they were together. Like, when we saw them together, they were at their wits' end. So it's kind of like, you know, we really didn't get to see their relationship to really know if he was on her level or not. But I really don't think that Christian is on Jennifer's level, like, at all. And this is coming from a person that don't even care for Jennifer. Like, he talks around stuff. He doesn't really answer the questions. It's just like, he knows that he got the gift of gab, where he could just explain things away and Jennifer don't ask him no questions about it. So I don't know. And Jennifer is a person that attracts a lot of scammers. And that's not really her fault. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, nigga like me, I attract a lot of gangsters. I attract a lot of down low guys. I attract a lot of dudes that's rough around the edges. Like, I attract those kind. And that's not necessarily what I be wanting sometimes. I be trying to get out of that. But sometimes I feel like I have to settle for that, because that's all that really wants me. So it's kind of like, you know, maybe that's what Jennifer's doing. I don't know, but I hate that for her, and that's just what it is. So Christian went to jail. Okay, he had to do like 15 days in jail after a post by Jen was posted. and he said that he went to, it was mainly about a traffic violation. He tried to get permission to go out of the country because he knew that he was going to get married in Paris. And so he felt like the process was taking too long. So he said he knew it was a risk, but he said, fuck it, we going out of the country. And he went out of the country. Somebody saw a post that he made where they was in Paris planning a wedding. It got sent to the people. He had to do some time in jail. After that, he went to Paris and got married. So now they're back in Atlanta, and now it's kind of like, he's getting ready to do his time. He's getting ready to do another 13 days. So it's kind of like he asked, what about the friends? So she said none of the women in LA, came to her wedding. Nobody spoke to her. Brandy had a surgery. Jackie had something going on. Let me see what I'm saying. Evelyn, she said that her grandbaby was being born, but at this point now she's happy that, Evelyn didn't come to her wedding. Now we find out that Jennifer doesn't respect Evelyn after hearing that hot mic situation that happened at the reunion. And if anybody's surprised by that, they shouldn't be, because it's like, to hear someone that you consider to be your friend speak of you like that is kind of crazy, and it's kind of ill to me. And honestly, y'all know how I feel about all my friendships and everything, every damn thing else. So I'm not even gonna go and start going on a rabbit hole about that. But as just putting myself in Jennifer's situation, I would feel some type of way too if I heard that. That's probably kind of hurtful to her, to be quite honest, like to hear her friend speak on her like that. But in the same breath, though, I just gotta say it. Jennifer is only getting back what she gave Evelyn when Evelyn was getting ready to get married to Ocho Cinco. If y'all can remember, when Evelyn first started dating Ocho Cinco, Jennifer was not here for it. She wasn't pleased. She didn't like it. She felt like, she was doing herself a disservice by being with a man like Ocho again, and she just wasn't with it. And then she did an interview one time where, you know what I'm saying, she did an interview talking about how, do you really want to go down that road? Like, he's had a lot of stuff going on. I feel like he's an attention whore and all this other stuff. And to me, I felt like Evelyn kind of took that to a whole nother level when she got mad about it. Like, I can understand her being upset that Jennifer wasn't necessarily supportive of this man that she was with or anything like that. But I really believe that she could have just said that her feelings were hurt by what she said. I feel like the way that she went off on Jennifer really wasn't warranted, because she didn't really say nothing too bad about Ocho. She just, because everything that she said on the radio interview, she slick said it to Evelyn's face. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I was sort of confused as to why she was so goddamn upset and so mad about it. Like, why are you pissed? You already know what is given. Why are you pissed? So, but that's how I've always felt about the situation. But we're going to get more into it as we continue on. So she drops him off at DeKalb County Jail. That's somewhere out there in Decatur somewhere. That's on the east side, honey. And they say their goodbyes, and she says she'll be waiting for his call. And I'm just looking at her like, girl, you're going to be on there receiver, ain't it? What makes you think that I will forget about you? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Who comes to see you every Saturday and Monday? Okay. Oh, Jennifer, for you to be, 60, it's just like, girl, why are you still making these same mistakes? Like, you're giving Carly Red, girl. And as much as I don't see it for you, Jennifer, I really feel like you got a teensy wee bit more sense than Carly Red. That's just what I believe. I really think you got way more sense than that. And I just feel like you just dumbing yourself down to be in, to be with this man. I think you deserve way more than him, honestly, because I think he's making you look bad. And at some point in time, he's going to swindle you out of money the same way he's done everybody else. But, I don't know. It is what it is. But hey, it is what it is, y'all. So we're going to move on to the next thing. So it's Jackie. So as we can see, Chantel is on the show now, and I really didn't know how I felt about Chantel being on Basketball Wives. I'm not really sure if I really want to see her on this show or not. I've seen her a couple of times, and she wasn't very likable. You know, with the whole Drea thing and the Orlando thing back in season 3, like Chantel got on my damn nerves with that. Like, she was so mad at Drea about this man not claiming her, and it really got under my skin. Like, she really got on my nerves. But for the most part, Chantel does hold Jackie accountable a lot. I remember that very first time we met Chantel when she did that therapy session with her and Takori. You know, Chantel was holding her completely accountable, like completely. So anybody that can hold their parents accountable for the bullshit that they do, I'm all the way down for, because I am a firm believer in holding your parents accountable for the things they do. If your parents don't treat you right, you have every right to come out and speak out on it. If your grandparents don't treat you right, you got every right to come out and speak on it. If your auntie and your uncles don't treat you right, you got every right to speak on it. And I'm just at a place in life where I could really give a less fuck about what anybody got to say. If I feel like this and if I feel like that, I'm going to speak it. And that's what I really like about Chantel. She going to speak her mind every which way. She really don't give a fuck. And that's the type of person that I am. I'm going to say whatever I want to say at this point. Like, I don't owe you shit. Like, if you treated me bad, I'm going to say it. If you made me feel uncomfortable, I'm going to fucking say it. And I don't give a damn who gets mad about it. Probably why a lot of my family members really ain't talking to me, because I refuse to kiss the ring. And I don't give a fuck. I ain't kissing nobody's ring, period, by my own. And I don't even wear rings. But anyway, moving on. Chantel and the grandkids, they're living in the same building. But here's the thing. Chantel don't live in LA. Chantel lives in Arizona, I believe. So therefore, she's only living in that building just so she can be in LA to film this damn show. That's just what it is, okay? Chantel is married to this man named Daquan Jeffries. He plays for the Charlotte Hornets. She got 2 children. She got one with Daquan and one from a previous relationship. She said that her oldest daughter's father won't allow their child to be on the show, so they're working, you know, to make this thing work out with them. I don't know why these, sometimes I don't understand why a lot of the fathers don't want their kids to be on the show when their baby mamas or their wives be on these shows, and they don't be wanting them to want the kids to be a part of it. I don't know why, but in the same breath, sometimes they don't want them on there because they probably don't want them to receive like negative stuff based off of who their mama is, because, you know, kids are very cruel, and if their mama's showing out on TV, they'll probably take that out on their damn, you know, children in school, and they might get bullied off some of the things that's going on and all that other shit. So I think that that's what it is. And if that's what it is, then I definitely understand where they're coming from. Kids can be fucking mean, honestly. Kids can be mean, honestly. And you want to know how I know? I done told y'all a million times. Kids can be mean because I used to be bullied in school, so I get it. Chantel says that she wants her son to do baby modeling. You know, when she was growing up, she did that kind of modeling, and she can see it in her son, and she really wants to do that and put her son out there so he can model as well. Now Chantel is setting boundaries with Jackie. You know, Jackie asked for a key to her house. You know, Jackie wants to be a part of some of the decision making that Chantel is doing with her children and stuff like that. And Chantel was like, absolutely not. You're not getting no key to my house. You're not going to help me pick my nanny. You're not going to do any of that. What you're going to do is sit down, shut the hell up, and stay out of my damn business. I'm here for you. I'm here so when I'm back and forth with the kids, you can watch out for certain things while I'm not here. That's what I'm living in this building for. But any other reason, you don't have no reason to have no key to my house. And that's just that. And yes, because Jackie is very much so giving a bit of a mama DTs, you know, trying to tell somebody what they don't need to be doing and what they can't do. And, you know, what she gonna do to help them out and all this other stuff. Like, girls, stay in your lane, you know, focus on following Doug. Don't focus on following me, and do that. Because sometimes you do have to put boundaries. You have to set boundaries with your damn parents sometimes. Sometimes you do. And even then, if you have old school parents, they feel like you're being disrespectful when you're putting boundaries there. And that's not disrespectful at all. Since I've been in Atlanta, I have set boundaries with my mom. I even set boundaries with my dad. Like, don't talk to me about yo mama if you're not gonna hold her accountable for the way that she makes me feel. Mama, don't ask me for shit. You know, No. So it is what it is. So sometimes at the end of the day, I'm very much so in support of setting boundaries, whether they're family members, whether they're friends. It's not about being disrespectful. It's not about making you feel no kind of way. It's all about protecting my peace and being where I need to be. So if I gotta set boundaries to get you in check, then that's what the fuck I'll do. So, and with the overbearing parent like Jackie, and with some of the things that Takari actually said about Jackie, then at the end of the day, I don't see nothing wrong with Chantel putting a little bit of boundaries where she sleeps at. I don't see why that will be a fucking problem. And no matter what, as much as I like Jackie, I do believe, I have to always say this, I do believe every solitary word that Takari ever said about Jackie, which I still feel like at the end of the day, girl, which I still feel like at the end of the day, um, shit. I thought I put my phone on do not disturb. There might be somebody that's on my favorites trying to call me. But anyway, I just feel like with the way that she's very overbearing with Chantel, I can only imagine how she was with Takari, and that's probably why Takari don't fuck with her. My thoughts, though, I don't know about y'all, but those are my thoughts. So, Jackie wants to bring Chantel around the ladies. Chantel really don't know how to, deal with that in a sense. Like, she really don't know. She's seen the women and how they interact with her mom, so she don't know how she can necessarily take the situation. So that's just what it is, to be quite honest. That's just what it is. So we get into Jackie and Evelyn, right? So why do they keep calling me? Damn. So we get into Jackie and Evelyn. Now, Evelyn's been putting a lot into her business. Like, she got like 2 different brands at this particular point. So that's what she's been doing. She's been working to get her brand out there and things like that, right? So I'm like, what is your brand? Because I know Drea's brand, and like because these girls be getting on reality TV always saying that they got a goddamn brand, and at the end of the day, you never know what the hell that brand really is. Like, you never know. So hold on. Anyway, because if I said I'm on live, stop calling me. Anyway, so she says that Shanice had a baby by the game, and she can't believe that she is the grandmother of the game's, daughter or whatever. Like, she cannot believe that. I can't believe it either, because at the end of the day, I thought that you would have fucked the game and had a baby by him before your daughter would have. But okay, whatever. So Jackie wants to do a Friendsgiving. She wants to bring all the girls together so they can talk about a lot of their issues. And that is when Jackie said that she wants to bring Jennifer to the thing. And Evelyn says that Jennifer hasn't spoken to her since that day. And what she means by since that day is probably that reunion. That's what she's speaking of. So what else? So then, she said the scam stories about Christian started coming out right around the time that she got married. She started hearing all these different things, and she was very worried about Jennifer during that time. So then, that's when Jackie was like, well, Evelyn, are you going to talk to Jennifer? Because y'all are supposed to be friends. Y'all been friends for over 2 decades. What are y'all going to do? And Evelyn said, well, I've been trying to talk to Jennifer, but she's the one that closed the door. So I still want to talk to her, but she closed the door. So what am I supposed to do about it? So then we get into Jennifer and Brandy. Jennifer was like, she was excited to meet up with Brandy because she feels like, Brandy is not necessarily judgy. And, her and Brandy have always had like a decent relationship. And she always felt as though, she could always come to Brandy with anything she wanted to. So she's very happy to just sit down with Brandy and have a conversation. And, I've always liked Brandy for the most part. Like I told y'all, she might be a little aggy sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I really like Brandy for the most part. I've always liked her because at the end of the day, she was the only person that was standing up to Shawnee. She was the only person standing up to Tammy. She was always speaking her mind. She reminded me a lot of Royce. And I just feel like she was one of the victims of, if Shawnee and Evelyn and Tammy, I throw her ass in there too, don't like you, they can't be on the show. She falls into that same league as a Royce or an OG. That's why I like Brandy. So I'm probably one of the few people that fucks with Brandy, to be quite honest. Just being real. So where we at? So Brandy says that she has a lot going on right now, and one of the biggest things that she has going on is the fact that her and Jason are separated, and all that she can focus on is her and her son, and it just feels good that she's doing that. That she's focusing on herself and her son. Now, when it comes down to Brandy, I feel like this: you and Jason are separated, and I'm not the type of person that likes to pray and wish that people will break up with their menses and things like that. Like, cause that ain't me. I don't do that. I don't like to sit up there and do shit like that. That ain't even me. But I'm gonna tell you like this, Brandy. I'm gonna tell you like this. You separating from Jason just might be the best thing for you. Jason has done nothing but embarrass you. Not Jasmine. Jason ain't did nothing but humiliated you, cheated on you time and time again with multiple women, and you had to sit there and be the brunt of the damn joke when he did the shit that he did. So at the end of the day, I just like Tennessee Girl just said, you did the Iyanla episode, and I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Her episode with Iyanla, with her and her husband, that shit fucked me up too. Cause I'm married and you in 341 women. Do you not know how many women that is? And you want to come home and lay down with me? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's just that's too much for me. That's not. And that just let me know that you can't trust nobody and you cannot put nothing past no nigga. I don't give a damn how happy you are. You can't put shit past no nigga. And I don't give a fuck. Like, I could be in love with your ass and still not put nothing past you. I don't put nothing past nobody. I don't put nothing past nobody. Now, I'm not quick to believe shit that everybody say, like, you know, when you dating somebody and everybody knows who the person is and everybody got a story to tell. Like, I'm not quick to believe that shit, but when there's smoke, there is motherfucking fire too. Now, I ain't got no receipts, but when you bring me the receipts, then I'll make my decision. But right now, I can't go by what a bitch got to say about my man. But one thing about it, I ain't gonna put them past no man. I ain't gonna never say they didn't do it. I'm just gonna say, where's the receipts? Because I'm not gonna be so quick to believe no bitch in the street. Okay, but give me the receipts. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna say you lying. That's a nigga. I don't trust no nigga. So if you saying that's what he did, then he probably did. But I don't know if he did it or not, because I ain't seen it with my own two eyes. But I just feel like Brandy was crazy to sit there and take him back through all that. But who am I to judge? If she want to sit there and be with this man and have her pH balance fucked up for this man, that's on her. If that would made her happy, then that's her. But I don't really think that ever made her happy. That's why she came across miserable as hell when she was on the show for most of the time, because she wasn't happy. That's why we nicknamed her Misery. Instead of Brandy, her name was Misery. Okay? Misery. That was her fucking name. Because she wasn't happy in that marriage. That's why when she would come on this show, she'll do all that damn yelling and screaming and trying to fight everybody because of the shit that was going on in her own damn life. That's what that was. Just being honest. So anyway, moving on. Christian's aunt and mother were there for Jennifer when Christian was gone. And, you know, Jennifer really appreciated that shit, especially being that her mama is gone and she needed that comfort. You know, they gave her the comfort that her mother probably would have given her. So that's a good thing. Jennifer says that she's just happy and that she's blessed and she don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about it. You feel what I'm saying? And so Jennifer, you know, Brandy says, well, listen, if you're happy and blessed, that's all I need from you. I just want you to be happy. That's it. And sometimes even if you disagree with your friends' choices or decisions, if they say they're happy, you just got to take that and be like, if you happy, I'm happy. There's really nothing I can say about it. Because it's not nothing you can say about it. If they're happy with the decisions that they have made, then you be happy with it. You be happy with it. Honestly, you be happy with it. That's just it. That's just it. So yeah, all I can do, because at the end of the day, they're not gonna leave their men just because you said so. They're not gonna change their mind about these men because you said so. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I mean? So be happy. You know, that's all we all really want us to be happy. So Jennifer said, well, you know, Jackie is talking about doing this Friendsgiving. And Brandy said, yeah, she texted me. Jennifer says that the hot mic situation is what has her upset with Evelyn. Now, here's the thing now. Like I just said early on in this review, I definitely understand. I'm sorry. I definitely understand why Jennifer's pissed off with Evelyn. Like that hot mic situation would have made me mad too. And like, I'm not even gonna sit up here in front. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. It probably would have made me fucking mad too. Like, baby, don't play with me. Don't get your ass on no hot mics and think you finna play with me, bitch. Okay. Don't ever think you finna sit up here and play on my top with these hot mics. But I feel like if Evelyn's been reaching out to you and she's been trying to talk to you about this situation, the least that you can do is, you know, talk to her about it, tell her about it, you know, tell her why you mad and stuff like that. Because I'm just a person that feels like if you offended me and if you made me feel some kind of way, then motherfucker, I'm gonna approach your ass. That's one thing that Nikki said. One of my friends, Nikki, said about me. One thing about Scotty, he's gonna approach you. And I am. I'm going to approach you no matter what you talking about. I'm gonna approach you. That's just it. I'm gonna approach your ass at the end of the day. I am. So I do think that she should have answered the phone and just let her, you know, state her piece and why she was saying the shit that she was saying. Evelyn says that Brandy said that she got close with Evelyn during the loss of, you know, Evelyn's friendship with Jennifer and stuff like that, right? So Jennifer says that, you know, with Brandy telling her that Evelyn said that she was just hurt that you wasn't talking to her. And, you know, Jennifer was like, well, that's very surprising coming from you, which it is surprising because we already know that Evelyn wasn't really fucking with Brandy like that. And I think that Brandy is a damn fool to ever think that Evelyn is her damn friend, because she's not a friend, honey. Evelyn ain't your friend, and I'm gonna need for all of y'all on this damn show to really realize that shit. Evelyn ain't y'all motherfucking friend. She's not, and I'm gonna need for y'all to realize that. Brandy said, we were worried about you. And Jennifer was like, worried about me for what? And then Jennifer was like, I don't know why everybody's so worried about me. I'm fine with where I'm at in my marriage. I'm absolutely fine. But Brandy is the one that allowed these women to walk her out of a marriage. So are you good? Are you okay? And I'm just like, girl, at the end of the day, Jennifer, stop trying to say that these women, that Brandy let these women run her out of her marriage, because at the end of the day, that's a marriage that didn't even need to be saved at the end of the day. So don't be trying to take no digs at her because she chose to walk away or separate herself from her husband. That's a bitch ass nigga she needed to separate herself from. He put her in jeopardy way too many motherfucking times. He humiliated her way too many motherfucking times. So if she wanted to walk away and separate herself from this bitch ass nigga, let her do it. Cause I would rather her separate herself from a bitch ass nigga than to keep on humiliating herself by being with a motherfucker that clearly don't support her, don't respect her, don't do shit for her. But you, on the other hand, sitting up here with a nigga that's making you look dumb as fuck. Okay, he's scamming, he taking people's money, and you know he is, and you don't want to own it. You know he's taking people's money. That's why you mad and don't want to talk about it. So don't be trying to shade her for deciding to separate herself from that cheating ass nigga that she been with for all these years. Don't do that, Jennifer. No, that's not cool. It ain't right. It ain't okay. It ain't none of that. So don't do that. Jennifer says, well, I'm glad to hear that your team Evelyn, you got on your cheerleader outfit for team Evelyn. And then that's when Brandy was like, I'm not team Evelyn, I'm team both. Brandy, be team nobody and stay out of it. Because you ain't gonna do nothing but find yourself in the middle of both of them, and then you gonna get caught in the crossfire. So Evelyn, Carl's cousin Kiki calls Evelyn on Zoom or wherever the hell they was on. Hey, Tammy. and she said that she invested money with Christian and she never heard from him again. So Evelyn is dumbfounded by this situation. She's definitely dumbfounded by this situation. She really don't know what to say about it, but she feels like these are the receipts that she needs to give to Jennifer. But here's my thing with Evelyn. Why are you so invested? Why the fuck do you even care? At this point, you know Jennifer not finna leave that man. She way too stuck on the fact that she's a married woman again. She got this man, this light-skinned ass man. Let her be, Evelyn, because you do look obsessed and you do look like you're invested in this situation. Stay the fuck out of it. And you know what else? You were the same one that was pissed off at Vanessa and her bangs just last season when she was investigating Christian. So why the fuck you think it's okay for you to be investigating him? And why just the same way you was investigating Jackie? Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all went in on Vanessa for digging up dirt on Christian and bringing it out. You was one of them because you couldn't stand Vanessa. And you felt like Vanessa had no right to be up in Jennifer's business. Why the fuck is you in her business like that? And I get that that's your friend, but I'm telling y'all right now, if I had any type of notion about my friend's man, I will tell her about that shit, him or her about that situation. But in the same breath, if she gonna stay with that motherfucker, then I'm not gonna dig up dirt on a motherfucking thing. Let her fall her ass down, fall on her ass. And when she ready for me to help her up off the floor, I'm gonna help up off the damn floor. That's just what it is. So Evelyn is looking crazy because she ain't got shit else to do. She ain't got no storyline, so she got to make Jennifer and Christian her goddamn storyline. At the end of the day, two things can be true at once. Jennifer's a damn fool. Christian is a scammer. Jennifer ain't as happy as she thinks she is. And Jennifer is only getting what she gave to Evelyn many, many moons ago when Evelyn was getting ready to get married to Ocho Cinco. The other thing that's probably true is Evelyn is a hypocrite. Evelyn is invested, and Evelyn needs to mind her own motherfucking business and focus on herself, because that's just what it is. So I'm over both of their asses, to be quite honest. If you really want me to be real about this situation, y'all, I'm over both Evelyn and Jennifer already. I'm tired of playing love roller coaster with you. I'm tired because you motherfuckers should have left that friendship where it was at in 2012 when you first fell out during season 4. But like I told y'all, I'm going to get into this shit a little bit. Y'all going to get a video about the history of their relationship sometime this week. Y'all gonna get that character analyzation. Y'all gonna get it. But I'm just letting y'all know they both look fucking stupid, and two truths can coexist at the same time. But something tells me that Jennifer ain't as happy as she presents herself to be. She's not. And that's just what it is. So we finna move on. Shout out to the 200 people that's in the chat. So where we at? So Britney, I don't know why she's back. I don't know why she's back at all. Britney's now practicing Islam. She's been through a lot of stuff, and which made her convert to Islam. Her and her baby daddy is now amicable. She's left North Carolina, moved to Texas, I guess, and now she's in LA to film this damn show. That's the only reason why she's in LA. But yeah, Britney is Muslim now. And I still don't understand why she's here. I don't understand why she's back. I don't know whose idea it was to bring her back. Did she need the check? Did she need the funds? I mean, we do know that she's with Kevin Gates now, which is also kind of random. Like, how did that happen? Whatever happened to his wife, Drika? Ain't that her name? Drika or some shit like that? Because everybody be calling her name like she a goddamn celebrity or some shit like that. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, who is she? Where's she at? You feel what I'm saying? But anyhow though, where we at? So she meets up with Jackie. She explains how hard her life has been. She says that she's cut a lot of people off, including her mom. Her and her mom are not speaking right now. And she says that her mother robbed her and betrayed her and took a lot of money from her. One thing about it and two things for certain. I am a person that do not mind cutting off no family members. I promise you I don't, especially when they don't mean me no good. I do not mind cutting their asses off. I promise you I don't mind cutting them off. I don't mind cutting them off. I don't mind cutting them off. But when it comes to my mother, to ever think that my mother would ever snake me and rob me and steal money from me, oh baby, I don't know how I could ever get past that. One thing I don't play about is my Coca-Cola and my peanuts, my content, my pen, because I write, my pen, and my fucking money. Okay? I don't play about none of that. So when you and my music. So when you decide that you're gonna rob me of in any one of those things, it's a motherfucking problem. It's a motherfucking problem. It is. So I just feel like, girl, no. Girl, no. Girl, no. Girl, no. It is what it is. Like, I just, I don't see how anybody's mother could live with robbing them. Like, that's probably the worst feeling in the damn world, to be quite honest. But anyway, Jackie wants Britney to meet Chantel. Britney's excited about it. And then Britney says that she's not excited to see Evelyn. She doesn't think that Evelyn is a friend to anybody, which she's not. She ain't never been a sisterhood to nobody, as she said about Jackie. She says that Evelyn did some interviews about her and she really didn't appreciate her doing any interviews about her. So we're going to get more into that soon. So we get up with Jennifer, and Jennifer is here to bring in Miss Ming Lee. Now, Ming Lee is a content creator. I think she sold hair. And from what we know, she hangs out with the likes of Kenya, Portia, Akila, you know, all them different people in Atlanta, Candy. She is in that little crew in Atlanta, here in Atlanta. And she's in LA. She claims that she's in LA to expand her business. Girl, you in LA to film this show because your ass still stay right here in Atlanta. She said her and Ty are complicated. You know, she said Ty was supposed to come here with her, but you know, it's like they're complicated at this moment. I know how that is sometimes. Sometimes you could be with somebody, and then the next minute you ain't with them. It's a complicated situation. So Jennifer invites Ming to the Friendsgiving because she don't want to go by herself and all this other stuff, and Ming is down for it. So we get into Evelyn and Brandy. They cook and they catch up. Evelyn says that life is as a grandmother is amazing. Then Brandy says that, you know, she saw Jen. And when she says that she saw Jen, you know, Evelyn says that Kiki said that Christian scammed her out of money. And, you know, Brandy was like, well, I don't know how this Friendsgiving is going to go with all of this stuff going on. And neither one of them knows how it's going to go at this point. So we get into the Friendsgiving. Chantel and Britney, they meet. But then the tension is very thick between Britney and Evelyn, right? So Chantel was like, you know, I really don't get a chance to do stuff like this. Like, I don't really do stuff like this. And Britney was like, I don't really do stuff like this either, especially with people I don't like. And Evelyn already knew that Britney was talking about her. I know I just said that I don't know why Britney is here, but that's my kind of girl. Let this motherfucker know that you don't like her. Tell her to her face that you don't like her. I like that. I like it. I like it when somebody keep it all the way a book to their face. So Britney gets up and storms off, and then Jackie goes behind her. And Chantel was like, don't go instigating stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, I'm not about to instigate anything. I'm just going to go check on her. Chantel already know how her mommy is. So then Jackie says to Britney, listen, if you got something you need to say to Evelyn, I support you. You got every right to feel the way that you feel. So if you want to address it, then do that. You have my blessing. I got your back. Jackie. Jackie. She's so messy. But anyway, they address the issues. She says that she had a problem with Evelyn going on interviews, basically saying that she wasn't professional when it came down to filming for the show. Like, she didn't appreciate Evelyn saying that shit or whatnot. And so Evelyn was like, if you're talking about that, then at the end of the day, I feel like you were unprofessional when it came down to filming this show last time. Like, you didn't show up to film and you wasn't doing what you were supposed to do. Like, I definitely feel as though you were, you know, I did feel like you were unprofessional. That's just my truth. But I guess they were able to get past it. Not Brandy. Britney really didn't want no issues with Evelyn or nothing like or anything. So it was just like, okay, whatever. They got past it. Evelyn apologized to Britney. Evelyn apologized to Britney because she got her mind set on Jennifer. So then everybody shows up. Jackie and the disgusting looking ass turkey that no one wants. Jackie then asks Jennifer and Evelyn to put their issues on the table when they sit down to eat. Evelyn explains that the audio was her talking to the private investigator about Christian. Jennifer says that there's a lot of things that's out there about Christian that are false. Evelyn then brings up Kiki, and Jennifer is not, amused, and she's not necessarily, fazed by anything that Evelyn is saying. She's not fazed because she really don't give a fuck. That's why she's not fazed. Evelyn was like, well, what about the victims? Do you care about them? And Jennifer ain't saying nothing. And Jennifer was like, Christian doesn't even know who that woman is. And then that's when Evelyn was like, oh girl. And I'm like, Evelyn, why are you so pressed? And why are you so mad? It's clear and it's obvious. She don't care, girl. Why are you even getting yourself revved up, getting that damn one vein in the middle of your damn forehead to be popping up? Why the fuck are you mad, girl? It's not your man that's doing it. That's her man. And if she want to deal with that bullshit, let her deal with it. I don't even understand why the fuck you mad. Why are you mad? And you wonder why she don't want to talk to you. So then Jennifer was saying, I'm not interested in constantly talking about my man. I'm not interested in it. But you already know that they're going to bring it up. You already know what is given in this group and all this other stuff. So when you go into situations like that, you already know that it's going to be a topic of discussion. It's up to you to control the narrative and see how you're going to play about it. That's what it is. So it's just like Jennifer. So Brandy then asked Jennifer, how do you feel about it? And Jennifer was like, I don't feel anything. And then Brandy was like, Jen, I'm asking you, how do you feel about it? Next thing you know, Jennifer snapped at Brandy. And I'm just like, God damn. So when Evelyn started back talking about Christian, Jennifer started storming out. And then Evelyn was like, that's why you in the situation that you in now. So that's when Jennifer said, oh, I'm not in no situation. You kind of are in a situation, but you're too much in denial to really realize that you're in one. But okay, girl. So then that's when Chantel was like, I'm really like a fly on the wall. Like, I really don't understand what's going on right now. And that's when Evelyn was like, it's kind of like a Ponzi scheme that he got going on. And then that is when Jennifer started yelling, yo, stop talking about Christian. Stop talking about Christian. Find you another storyline. Find you another motherfucking storyline. And Evelyn just going off, shaking her hair, and which looked good, by the way, and all this other shit. So it's just like, here's my thing, though. Like I said, two things can be true at once, okay? Evelyn, let's be for real. You did not like it. You didn't like it when Jennifer called Ocho Cinco to the carpet. You did not like that. You were pissed at her when she called him to the carpet. You were pissed when she was just only trying to be your friend and look out for you when it came down to Ocho Cinco, because she already knew that this shit was going to be a damn train wreck. And that's what it turned out to be later on down the line, because you got your head butt and cracked open and all this other shit. So anything that Jennifer possibly could have said about Ocho was actually right. She didn't tell no lies on him. And the way that she acted towards the situation, there wasn't no lies, and she didn't do anything wrong when it came down to it. So at the end of the day, what you talking about? So I just feel like at the end of it all, girl, I just think that you really need to look deep inside and realize that you are doing the same thing that you did not want done to you. You cut Jennifer off and started acting a damn fool when you and Ocho first got engaged. You acted a fool with that girl when that happened. You acted a fool now. You wanted her to be supportive. You wanted her to do this. You wanted her to do that. Like, you were really doing the most because you feel like as her friend, as your friend, she should have been there for you, whether she like Ocho or not. That's how she feels about you. Whether you like Christian or not, she wants you to support her. But instead, you digging up information on her man. I'm here for you digging up the information because Jennifer ain't my motherfucking friend. But at the end of the day, just think about that shit, Evelyn, because like I said, when she did this same shit to you, you wasn't pleased with that. You wasn't pleased with that, and you showed your ass when that shit happened. So therefore, remember that when you open your motherfucking mouth talking about somebody else's man. But I also want to say that Jennifer dumb as fuck. I just want to throw that out there. Jennifer's dumb as fuck. Jennifer needs to realize that she's doing things that's making her look crazy. As smart as she is and as college educated as she is, she's looking crazy in these streets right now. And that's just that on that. So Christian is back in LA. He's glad to be out of Atlanta. Jennifer tells Christian about Carl's cousin. And he's like, I would never ruin my reputation or my character over $1,500. Your character and your reputation is already kind of murdered already because of the fact that you're looked at as a scammer. You have to pay restitution. You've been in jail. You're a felon. Your character kind of already screwed up, if you ask me. Jennifer then says, if Evelyn don't leave me alone or she doesn't stop talking about her relationship and shit like that, then she's going to pull out the receipts that she got on Evelyn. And Evelyn don't want her to do that. Well, Jennifer, if you got receipts on Evelyn, then just pull the motherfuckers out. Don't make no threats about what you going to do, girl. If you got receipts on this girl, go on and put them out. Go on and put them out because don't nobody got time for that. No one has time for that at all. So like I said, if that's what you got, then let it be known. That's all I'm saying. But that's pretty much just the Basketball Wives premiere. Like for the most part, I give it a C. Like it was all right. Like it wasn't really all that, and it really wasn't like bad either. Like I could take it or leave it. You know, it's all right. You know, it was cool for what it gave. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all, that's just about it, y'all. I will see you guys later. Before I go though, I want to ask y'all, do y'all want me to cover, because I know y'all like my reaction videos. Do y'all want me to react later on tonight to Jackie Christie's interview with Carlos King? Do y'all want me to do that? Because if y'all want that from me, then I'll do it. So do y'all want me to react to Jackie Christie's interview with Carlos King? Because I listened to it at work and it was kind of interesting. There's certain things that I do want to talk about from that interview that I was interested in. I don't want to do the whole interview. Like I don't really care about everything she talked about, but it's certain things in regards to Basketball Wives that I definitely wanted to talk about. So if y'all want me to do it, then I'll do it. Okay, I see a couple of yeses. So here's the thing. We'll do this later on tonight. We'll do this later on tonight, okay? So we'll come back maybe around like 9:30 to talk about Jackie's interview with Carlos. So we're out of here, you guys, until the next video. I'll talk to y'all then. I'm going to make this graphic for this Jackie Christie and Carlos recap and stuff like that, and we'll be back for it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.
On some whole shit. What happened to the Zeus fame? Then Bobby made you change your name. For a show, still searching for a ring. Pray these hoes find better days. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Nobody. Nigga never was a real one. Copping please, spreading lies. What you hiding from? All these shows just an extra.
Little dance now, twerking on shit like bad bitch, munch it up, cock.